I want to start off by actually chatting about girls. Today is October 11th, which is International Day of the Girl.
Yes.
Now, today is meant to inspire and empower girls across the globe to be strong in the face of adversity. As well, we all should strive for a better and brighter future. So, ladies,
I'm here for that.
We're going to keep it short and sweet. Is there anything
Yes,
you'd like to say to girls out there that are listening right now?
Okay, so when I think about this, I think about what I would tell my daughter.
Okay.
I would say, you are smart. You are kind. Never let your kindness be taken as weakness. And you are strong. You are just as strong as your counterparts. You are just as strong as your dad and your brother. Stay focused, and you will be able to do anything you want to do.
I hear that.
Put your mind to it.
I love that.
Yep.
I would tell all my AMs, my little sisters out there, that there are 7 billion people in the world, and there is only one you.
Yep.
Yeah. And the way that you make yourself stand out is to play and discover your personal style every single day. The same way you decorate your house or you decorate your room, decorate yourself. Because fashion gives you the tool to define yourself so nobody else can.
Love
That's
it.
your armor.
Good job.
Yeah.
I think I would say to girls out there, education is the key. No matter what type of education, whether it's college, community college, or trade, educate yourself, because education will take you so many places. So stay in school.
Love that, Lonnie.
Mine is short and sarcastic. We create men, so there you have it. I love it.
Great. We sure do.
And with that being said, let's move right into some girl chat. Are you ready? Well, someone who's typically known for his strength is actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who Jeannie loves. But the actor, girl, your boy has found himself between a rock and a hard place following the announcement of his latest project. This week, Johnson took to Instagram to post a trailer of him playing his childhood hero, John Henry, in the new family Netflix film, John Henry and the Statesman. So Johnson, The Rock, said, quote, "Inspired to bring to life one of my childhood heroes, John Henry, the legend of John Henry's strength, endurance, dignity, and cultural pride was instilled in my DNA at a very young age."
Yeah.
However, the casting news caused Twitter to blow up, with many users pointing out that John Henry is traditionally depicted as a dark-skinned black man, when Johnson is half black and half Samoan. Readers also questioned how he can make a family film about an imprisoned black man who was forced to work himself to death. So you have to kind of look at the history of John Henry. I wasn't as knowledgeable about this, so I had to actually go Google and do the research. And he's almost like a folklore at this point. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So, Lonnie, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Okay. I think it's important that for me, I get that it may be in your DNA. I get that you may feel really strongly about this story. I love that, and I also understand that he's one of the producers on the film, which I think is awesome. I don't necessarily think that means you have to cast yourself in it. If it doesn't match the portrayal of the role, the depiction of the character. So I kind of do have an issue with this, and I've had an issue with this in a lot of different films and casting that I've seen. You know I hate this. I genuinely feel like, as minorities, the pool for the roles that we get are already so small that when you get an opportunity, I think Dwayne has already had his opportunity. He's had so many. He's already blown up. Why not give that opportunity to maybe an unknown name that looks the part of the character? I am Latina. I think Zoe Saldana is one of the most talented, dope actresses out there. I do believe you should be able to be a chameleon. But if I'm honest, when she was cast as Nina Simone, I didn't understand it. In my mind, I was like, yo, so you mean to tell me all the casting agents in Hollywood couldn't find someone that looked like Nina Simone that could play her part? Instead, you had to do all that work to make her look like her? Am I bugging?
Yeah.
No, and you're not alone, you know, in thinking that. Actually, there was a movie called Mighty Heart that Angelina Jolie played Marion Pearl, her story, and Marion Pearl is actually biracial, and Angelina Jolie is Caucasian. But this is the thing, and I learned this the hard way. In the entertainment business, sometimes the movie studios, they're more interested in not really taking a risk, but to sell that movie. They don't really care so much about the depiction of the character as much as they know that they're going to make money on this film. And in the past, The Rock has always shown that he makes some money off of his film. And they actually have. Notice you always see the same actors over and over in films. It's because they have this list that they go through first that tells them, okay, this movie costed this much money. We know we're gonna make money off of this actor. And sometimes, unfortunately, that's what they choose more than if the character is really depicted perfectly. That's the fact.
I think it's unfair.
Sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because, for me, when I think about this, and maybe it's because I'm a fan of his that I might be biased, but I look at the intention versus the logistics. I look at the fact that when he tells his story why he's going to do this film, he's looking at his childhood and what John Henry meant to him when his dad was telling him stories. This is going to be a film made by 7 Buck Productions. 7 Buck is an actual symbol. It symbolizes when The Rock was at the hardest place of his life, when he had only $7 in his pocket. So I look at the idea that this film is going to be made through his lens of who John Henry is to him. So the same way I think when my little brothers, I took them to every WWF wrestling to watch The Rock, and when these little Asian kids were putting one foot up on the coffee table and saying, "Do you smell what The Rock is?" Like, my parents didn't say, "Hey, stop doing that because you're Asian and he's half Samoan and black. You can't do that." They were looking at the hero and the figure that he was. And I think that in this instance, that The Rock is going to portray John Henry as the hero that he saw him as when he was a little boy. So I see that
true,
different.
But that's like saying I love African American culture, and I can like a book like I personally love. One of my favorite books ever is The Coldest Winter Ever. If you've ever read that book, I still to this day think that movie needs to be made into that book needs to be made into a movie. I would like to produce it. But guess what? I'm not going to go in there and be like I should be Winter Santiago because I'm not black.
What do you think,
What do you
Lonnie?
think, Lonnie?
I could love the culture, but I don't look like the person that was depicted to be in that book.
Well, the thing is, folklore is actually traditional stories that have been passed down through word of mouth. We really don't know what John Henry looked like. We don't even know this is a folklore, so we don't even know if he was actually a person. But he's been depicted through Disney and other, stories as a dark-skinned black man. The thing is, I kind of agree with everybody at this table, but it's like Dwayne, he has the power to get this movie made. And it's interesting because, Adrian, you said you didn't know who John Henry was.
Yeah.
Now you do. And it's because
Why not
of The
produce
Rock
it and put
portraying.
somebody
But I'm
on?
saying because of The Rock portraying him, it has even brought it to light. So what I'm saying is, now he could have done one thing. He could have still produced it and maybe put somebody and cast somebody in the place and still be the producer.
I would love that.
Or maybe he thought, well, if I play him because he is my childhood hero, that would make more people, want to watch the
Lauryn
movie.
Hill is my childhood hero, but I'm not going to be able
But
to
this
play
is the
her in a
thing,
movie.
though, because it's folklore, I'm okay with it. If it was him playing Sidney Poitier, I have a problem.
Yes.
Okay?
I get that. I get
I
that.
see what you're saying.
Yeah. I just want to be real.
Yeah.
I got you.
I feel like sometimes people that look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson get more opportunities than someone that might
that's
look like
what you try to get to.
Yes. And
Okay,
I
well, then
feel
just say
like
that.
give those people more opportunities. Give people those opportunities. Like, you right now could launch the next dope brown-skinned person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want those people to get those opportunities.
No, you're absolutely right. Because
And I just don't like that.
Name an African-American dark-skinned man that can open a movie under the age of 40. You can't.
Who's the guy from Black Panther, though?
He's not. He's almost at 40. And that was a superhero. He just started doing it. One.
And that also can prove to studios that movie did very, very well. So
right.
studios can't say now that we don't think those people can make movies
that's-
sell tickets.
And that's
That
the
was
reason why
proof.
we have to go out and support
these
those movies
films.
all
Yes.
the time.
But they have to be good movies, too.
True.
I think it's not,
Yes,
we always
absolutely.
got it just because it's black. It's like, look, it's got to be
Yeah.
this is some movies, because
You know I'm extreme. I say just
I was
support
in
it 'cause it's
Soul
black.
Plane, and I can understand. No, believe me.
Well, we're going to move on.
Move on.
Another person who knows how to bring the hammer down is this teacher in China. The Daily Mail recently reposted a video of a middle school student being forced to smash their cell phone with a hammer, y'all, after they were caught using it in class. And as if her broken cell phone wasn't penalty enough, another teacher filmed the discipline and uploaded it online for the world to see. So, ladies, do you think the punishment fits the crime here? No,
Absolutely
absurd.
not. I don't care what part of the world you're from. A phone is a tool, and it is something that could be useful to somebody else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They cost a lot of money, and I think that it was just an unnecessary punishment. If anything, she could have just confiscated the phone,
Yeah,
even
just take
completely.
the phone away, call the mom.
Absolutely.
You know?
Could have used it herself.
Yeah.
Gave it to them.
Take
Made
it
a
away.
few phone
Yep.
calls, taking a few selfies
Yes.
if she felt the need. If I was the parent of this child, I would go all the way off. Like, I paid for that phone and you just gonna have my kid destroy it? I would then charge the parent to let me buy my child another phone. Thank
I
you
would
very
have
much.
the teacher pay
for the new
me
phone.
for the damage of the phone.
But that's in another country. And they had certain rules. And if she was not abiding by the rules, maybe the rules was, if we catch you, we will smash the phone. So we don't know.
Is
Now,
it like that in China?
It happened in China. Look, we,
I know. Is it like that?
I don't know what the rules are, but I think that that's wasteful. At the end of the day, I think
It's just wasteful.
When
Yeah.
I remember you guys getting caught in junior high with a pager, and I remember I was sitting there under my desk, like,
What
you know,
color was
checking
your
out.
pager?
It was black. It was a Motorola black.
I
pager.
had one too.
It was a black, but with the smoke gray cover. Remember when the smoke gray was in, and you thought you were
I had
cool?
the
Yeah.
see-through fuchsia.
Oh yeah, that was dope
Yes,
too. Yeah.
that color was popping.
But my teacher, when she confiscated it, she literally took my phone or my pager and she just started reading all my messages out. And y'all remember, like, we had like 5 messages you could type out in letters?
Yeah, 143 was I love
143,
you.
Yes, and you could put like
69.
or 411 911. Well, we got advanced and we started to be able to spell I want to kiss. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
yeah, that was social media back there.
I wasn't that
was for you.
advanced.
1177155. You don't. Okay, all those different messages. So my teacher started reading it, and then she read the number out too. So all the kids looked around and they could figure out exactly who it was. I was so embarrassed, and I'll never forget that was enough to me to never bring my pager to school again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think it's necessary to damage something. Plus, like, I'm Asian. We don't throw away nothing. Something can always be recycled. You know?
You can give that to somebody. I'm just saying, clearly that wasn't something they owned. Like, why would you destroy it? You think it was just the
I
rules?
think we don't know the rules. We don't know if that was the rule, and that's what happened. And
Well,
then,
thank
you know,
God they're not smashing any telephones over here, because
Yeah.
they would be in trouble in this country.
Yeah, they ain't do that in
Parents
Compton.
would be pissed.
Speaking of following the rules, one mom recently found a very creative way to get her kids to clean up after themselves. Jessica McGinty of the Facebook page Mishmash Moments laid out several screw it buckets. Well, to be honest, she used another term for screw it. It rhymes with bucket.
Okay,
I'm
got
sure
it.
you can use your imagination. But Jessica said that anything her kids leave out goes in the buckets.
Okay.
If by bedtime they haven't taken their stuff out of the buckets to put it away, then screw it, she's throwing it away.
I love this.
So Tam, you the mama at the table. I want to know, would this work with Aiden and Araya?
That is brilliant. I wish I would have thought of that.
So you
Oh
can't
my
smash
gosh.
the phone, but you could throw away stuff in a bucket. Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
I mean, honestly, once they're old enough to know that you've got to put away your toys, they need to put away their toys. It could be annoying after a while. Oh
They
my
have it
gosh, I
everywhere.
guess. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have done this. You guys, I tried way too hard. Oh, I'm so type A. I actually got all these buckets and I put labels on them. They don't even know how to read. So how are they gonna? This is a great idea. I read the article. She has 5 kids. There's 5 different color buckets. You can even do this for your husband when they don't pick up their stuff. That is awesome, because you know what? When you tell a child you're going to throw away something, that's when they really start behaving.
Exactly. But in this case, to Lonnie's point, Lonnie's like, yo, you're gonna destroy. You're gonna say it's a problem to destroy the phone, but you're gonna throw out everything in the bucket. I say you have a bin like in the garage or something, so you don't. I have an issue with seeing stuff lying around. As long as I don't have to see it, so I would take it, throw it in the big bin in the garage, and then make the kids believe it got thrown out, so they would learn their lesson, and then they don't leave their stuff around anymore.
Oh, look at you.